Hello everyone, Tina Spalding Trance Channel here. Happy New Year. It is actually the 2nd of January today. I made a personal decision not to do a video yesterday. I had some family and creative things that I was doing, and I made that choice to do it today. So forgive me for that. Before I go any further, I'd like to let you know that we do have some off-site spaces for our Sedona retreat happening in March. You can go to info@channelingjesus.com for pricing and to book. There's a few spaces left, I think 5 or 6 spaces left. So 2025, lots of exciting things I think are coming. So let's see what Jesus has to say to us about 2025. You are blessed beings indeed. I am that one that you know as Jesus. Many of you feel that 2025 is going to be a big deal, and you are right. We are calling it a watershed year. Watersheds are that line that run down the middle of mountain ranges where on one side the rivers run in one direction and on the other side they run in another direction. The watershed is that line. This is the line. 2025 is going to be intense. It is going to be exciting. And we want you to understand that the most important thing for you to do is this. Do not go into fear. Do not go into fear about any of the shenanigans that you see happening out in the world. We want to remind you of this. You are in a time and place of great transformation. The ascension is underway. It has been underway for a very long time. And one of the things that you are seeing is an effort by those who are not high frequency to slow down the frequency of those of you who are. And one of the ways that they have invented to do this is through media. So why are we telling you this? This doesn't seem very Jesus-y. It seems almost fear-mongering, but it is not. We have brought to you A Course in Miracles for a reason. It was brought through for this time. Why was it brought through for this time? Because you need to understand how your mind works. You need to understand how you are motivated, why you are motivated in certain directions by certain things. One of the things that we want you to understand is the relationship between love and fear. We are looking at a vertical scale between love and fear. Fear is down lower, the lower parts of the ladder, and love is towards the higher parts of the ladder. When you are focused on love, when you are being more loving to yourself, when you are doing what you love, you are climbing the ladder up. When you are afraid to do what you love, when you are afraid to be yourself, when you are scared that someone will get mad at you for being yourself, when you watch images that are terrifying, you will go down the ladder. And what this will feel like to you is feeling better or feeling worse. And this is where we want you to go this year. Because there are going to be lots of images coming your way of things that seem to be asking you to go down the ladder into fear, war, weather situations, politics, economics. We want you to focus on how you are feeling when you watch or listen or participate in something. This is how we want you to use your discernment. You are going to need to make decisions, but we want you to make decisions that are coming from you going up the ladder. The mind training of A Course in Miracles is to train you out of needing outside guidance. And this is why A Course in Miracles is so important at this time, because you have so many messages coming to you from the outside, every single one with an agenda. We have an agenda. Our agenda is to help you become familiar with your inner guidance and teach you how to be truly free. That is our agenda. But every other image and film and movie and advert and podcast you're listening to has an agenda as well. When you are listening to outside sources, think about what the long-term consequence is going to be of listening to those outside sources. If someone is encouraging you towards greater self-expression, greater freedom, greater abundance, those are ones that are going to make you feel good. If you are listening to ones that are terrorizing you, making you feel that even if you go out in your hometown, you may be in danger, you are going to feel yucky and scared. And that tells you right there, this is not a source that I should be listening to. Now, what the ego mind will say is, well, we're just trying to keep you safe. You have to know all the bad things that are happening out there, otherwise you will not be able to make a decision. And in fact, the opposite is true. When you are at peace, you get higher guidance from guides and teachers who will not hang out in the lower realms of 3D. We hang out way up in the higher realms of 5D. Now, you are not in 5D yet, but when you are at the higher realms of 3D, we can communicate with you, and this is where we want you to go. So make sure in 2025 that you are investing in yourself, investing in things you love to do, investing in joyful activities, investing in friends and family and your community and your creativity. Invest in those things, knowing that that takes you up the ladder. Your real life, not your fantasy life on Instagram, your real life. Now, we understand that some of you have online businesses, and that is fine. But when you are investing in your online business, please invest positive energy into that. Do not fearmonger, do not scare people, but encourage people up the ladder. Whatever that ladder is, you might be a physical fitness person and you are helping people get fitter. That is perfectly fine if you're using the internet for that, but do not use it to scare people or fearmonger. So 2025 is a year of great transition. You are going to see many of the seeds that you have sown blooming. You are going to see the results of what you have been doing for the last 10 years or so. Now, we do not want to frighten anybody, but we say to you, now is the time to dedicate to your self-improvement, investing in yourself, and stepping away from fear. In whatever form you have been indulging in it. Perhaps you've got a lot of financial fear. Okay, make this the year that you are stepping away from fear and go into learning and investing, whatever little bit you have. And we may say investing may mean just stop wasting money. Some of you waste a lot of money on frivolous things and wonder why you do not have a nest egg. We would say, have a good look at your finances January and ask yourself, where am I frivolously spending money? You may be spending $200 a month or £200 a month on things that are completely unnecessary. And over time, that will multiply if you not only don't spend it, but invest it wisely in things that you are drawn to. Why are you drawn to them? You're drawn to them because of your guidance system. But this guidance system can be contaminated. It can be deeply contaminated by fear and the ego and the conditioning programs that you have been subject to throughout your life, through television, family, religion, all of those things. And this is why we say to you, if you have not yet done the lessons of A Course in Miracles, start today. Don't worry that it's the second and it should have been the first. Start today, because if you do not master your mind, somebody else will control your mind. It is so important this year for those of you that have been prevaricating, for those of you that have been scared to do it. Oh, it's such a thick book, I can't do that. It's one day at a time to transform literally your entire world. So that is our challenge for you today, not only to listen to how you feel, to pay attention to the results of those things that you think you want to do, but to invest in yourself through doing A Course in Miracles. You will, within 30 days, come to understand yourself much more clearly. Within 60 days, you will begin to see changes in your life that you can directly attribute to doing A Course in Miracles. This being has hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of videos. If you are just finding her because of this New Year's message, watch her videos. These are a free university level course in mastering your mind and coming to understand your feelings and your emotions. This is how you create. You create through your thoughts. Your thoughts, if you believe them, generate feelings, and your feelings control your behavior. If you do not know what your mind is thinking, you will have no control over what you create. Today is the day that you need to start if you have not started already. And if you have started already, go back to our Christmas message, do an inventory of your life, and look at where it is not performing the way you would like it. Begin to shine a light on that area and invest in that area, either by deleting it and saying, I don't want to do this anymore, or I don't want to deal with this anymore, or by saying, I cannot delete it, I need to invest in it. We are here to assist you in your ascension process, and the ascension process is going into a positive feedback loop at this time, which means all of the prayers, all of the work that everybody has done, wanting a better world, wanting honesty, wanting freedom, it is building in energy. And as a result of that, anything that is not in accord with health and well-being and abundance and freedom is going to be easily shattered, more and more so as time goes on. There is a new world arising out of the ashes of anything that collapses. There are some very, very dark systems that have not yet collapsed, but you are going to begin to see the rapid shift this year. So prepare for it by doing A Course in Miracles. Prepare for it by going inside every day and asking yourself, how can I invest in that area of my life that is not thriving right now? Because trust us, you are going to need to be in tip-top shape in many ways to be able to weather the storms that are coming. And by tip-top shape, we also mean mentally and emotionally and spiritually, not just physically. So dedicate each day to shining a light, investing in those areas of your life that are not what you would like them to be. Arrange your thought, word, and deed so that you are congruent. Many of you are deeply incongruent, which means that you think things that you never say, or you say things like, yes, I'll go to that dinner when you really don't want to. That is incongruency, and it prevents you from creating effectively. So we want this year to be a year of congruency. Look at what your thoughts are, your desires, the things you would like to experience. Look at what you say and look at what you do. Are they in accord? Are you literally working towards the things you love? Or are you deeply stuck in ruts of conditioning programs? Prevaricate no more. This is the year of transformation, whether or not you're prepared for it. So we say prepare for it without fear, knowing that you have a tremendous support available in this channel. So please share this video, subscribe to this channel, and come here every single day as part of your practice so that your consciousness is reminded of what is valuable. What is valuable is you aligning with love, and that means loving yourself, focusing on creating a life where you get to love what you do. You're surrounded by people that are in alignment with you and that you love. And if you do encounter someone against you who is your enemy, do your forgiveness practice. But of course, that is an entire subject, and A Course in Miracles covers that. So get your Course in Miracles out, every single one of you this year. Get your Course in Miracles out, and every morning read a page of the text. And if you need to do the lessons again or for the first time, do that. Do not listen to the part of your mind that says, I don't need it. I am evolved enough. Most of you, to be honest, are not. And you will need to have a practice this year to override the propaganda that is coming your way. I am that one that you know as Jesus, and I will speak to you again soon. Wow. Okay. Happy New Year, everyone. I would like to remind you about the online community that I have called Channeling Jesus. It is an amazing community. It has a Facebook type feed with 1,000 videos in the library. And if you join us, you get first dibs on retreat locations, retreat deals, and it can become a wonderful part of your spiritual practice. So go to channelingjesus.com and you can click on the information page and it will tell you all about it. There is a subscription fee, but it is very, very reasonable for the massive amount of information and the daily support that you receive there. So please do consider that. But as Jesus said, please share this message. Please be brave enough, if you've watched this message, to share it on your social media so that other people can get this valuable information. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.